Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to the Digit World Cup 2025. We're here with Nevis from the Nation and
Good morning,
Stu's.
Nation.
Hello, team.
Very rare Stu's commentary. We're sponsored
Sometimes it has to be
by.
done.
Sometimes it has to be done. All the Americans are watching the Super Bowl. It is so doomed. We're here with another iteration, sponsored by Wooting and Accurate on the tablet covers. And of course, you can contribute to the prize pool yourself. Get a nice little banner for, I think, which team you support, is it? Or is it just contribution? I forgot. You can explain it, Stu's. You're the one making them.
The minimum donation is €5, and everyone who donates gets the banner, which you can leave the preview on the forum post under the prizes.
Alright. Let's get right into it. We have a lot of teams to go through compared to other iterations.
Actually, we have less than last year.
Oh, we actually do.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some
It's
crazy
still
surprises
26.
in there.
Yeah, we got a couple. There's a couple surprises. We can go ahead and get started already with it. And unfortunately, our bottom seed will be the Baltics. Even like four-man roster, missing a player due to an injury. I think overall the players have improved since last year. They just didn't have more players to cover.
Yeah, it's just a very hard pool, and when you only have a three-man roster, it clearly just proved too much for the Baltics.
Wait, do we potentially have a missing score?
Do they have a missing score?
Do we have a missing score?
Redo, guys, put the fries in the bag.
Hold up. It's said. I can't tell. He might be trolling.
He's not trolling, in fact.
Alright, go double check that real quick. Second round DT2.
It
you
might
had an MC, but-
might just be the overlay. I think the seeds are correct anyway.
Let me double check.
Yeah, that score that is over the seed, that does not seem correct to the scores that the players have.
On the result sheet, it's the same team score. But okay, yeah, those numbers don't add up to the
Yeah,
team score.
those numbers do not add up.
The team score
I'll
at the bottom is correct.
See what is up. Yeah, the team scores are right. The individual, I think it's just showing the first run for everyone.
Is it a quick fix?
It should be fast. Let's see.
Technical difficulties.
What is there to talk about in the meantime? Try to shield the sponsors. What is there to do? All the scores are the team scores at the bottom are correct, but the individual scores are not.
Well, they are correct. It's just showing the wrong scores sometimes. Like he did also get the 485. Showing the wrong one.
Yeah. Just showing the wrong run.
I think I
P
got
score
it.
rank. Let me double check the P score rank as well.
That should be correct. It's just pulling straight from the.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
I mean, double check.
This banger has been playing since 2019 or something. Non-stop.
It's fine. This time we actually have a playlist.
Yeah, when it's not gonna loop. When it ends, it will switch over to a new song.
Okay, now it's looking good. So just to refresh real quick.
Fingers crossed.
Are we gonna see the FC?
We do see the FC.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. And the DT1.
So I suppose P score is correct.
Yeah, everything was
Pittsburgh-
correct except the
Okay.
initial scores.
Alright, cool.
Anyway,
That's done.
we can move on.
Move on to seed 25.
Which is going to
I do
be
not have
Ukraine.
very unfortunate. As you can see from the last year's seed and placement.
Dropping from 5th to 6th to second last, that's unfortunate.
I think overall just a downgrade on the roster, missing
Yeah,
I think
they
Sherry Tori forgot to link Discord and just a bunch of others missing
they
completely.
missed. What did they miss? They missed Roman and Taras, I think, at least.
Yeah, some big names from last year not making a return. It is gonna be Ukraine, unfortunately. 25 not qualifying.
They did cook on the number 2 though.
Yeah, there's some
overall.
okay individual results in there.
Yeah, 7th on the normal 2 and 13th on the hard 2 is also like in the top 16. Like that's what I'm mostly looking out for right now. But yeah, potential was there, just unfortunate with the overall roster downgrades. Seed 24.
That's going to
Do we
be
have any-
Sweden.
That's one of the
Sweden.
Nordics down. GG Sweden.
Yeah, just another team suffering from their downgrades. Skilla, 100%. He's will decayed into 4-digit, but he's like barely playing the game as well, I think, right now.
I mean, he would have still been insane for this team.
Oh yeah,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. Seed 23. Another unfortunate one with Japan just continuing their streak of not being able to get just the right team. And you see Yamada and Tichi, top 50, both of them. Just no 6th player to support them on the weakest maps they have. And not really getting a full 3-man.
Also just
Third.
a 5-man roster this time.
Yeah.
Not even the full team.
And number 3 hidden one is really good.
Number
And-
9 on Hidden 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
just
barely
not
making it
enough
on hard
overall.
to Just, yeah. Too many weaknesses, not enough players to cover. Seed 22. A very unfortunate one.
Very unfortunate one. We're gonna have 5-1.
This hurts, man. We had this team predicted pretty high.
Yeah, a lot of hype on this roster. This is pretty much their winning roster from 2021. Except what a lot of people forgot is they have not played in all those years.
Can we talk about the number 2 on DT2?
Oh
Oh yeah, number 2 on DT2. They
That's a crazy DT too.
yeah. Just literally nothing on any other maps. 16th on number 2 is the next highest.
Had a lot of hope going into this, but it did not go well this time. Happens.
It happens.
People were flaming me for being a 2001, calling me a fossil. I think these guys are even older. Like, I don't think there's any more hope left.
This is what not playing does to you.
Yep. Seat 21.
We have
Imperio Rio Platense. Missing a player, actually. I forgot about that while I was reffing them earlier. But yeah, the Uruguay-Argentina merge. Name referencing, of course, the river that connects the two countries. Just overall pretty poor. DT1 is their best at 13th. And then
Just
everything
no
else.
number
real
one also in the top
standout
16.
performances.
Yeah, another one as well 16th. And then everything
Not
else
quite enough.
90. Literally everything else 19th, 20 or 21st. And then Hardrock 1.
At least they're consistent.
You know?
This consistency not enough this time.
Yeah, also pretty high scoring, like Rebo and Bomilk.
16
And then-
teams qualifying.
And
And this
Vichio
is
getting
21.
good scores. Yeah, 16 teams qualifying. On the 21st now, we can go into the 20th.
Which has a
Which
pretty
will
big
be-
difference in the all rank, like the points actually. We're doing quite a
Oh, yeah.
bit better.
Oh man, I
We
just
have-
looked at 20.
Norway.
Another Nordic down. GG.
It is an improvement though from last year, 21st.
Insane
Oh,
hard
nice.
scores.
And yes, Hard Rock. They, before USA's second round, they were third for the entire weekend, basically.
Yeah, that Hard Rock not being enough to put, like, they just couldn't find anything else. It was just the Hard Rock. A pretty good DT1 and DT2.
Yeah, DT scores really good. Of course, having Hunter been playing a lot more recently, coming back out of retirement. But yeah,
Yeah, I think
Just
none of
nothing
these
else
Hard Rock
other
1
than
is like
football.
one of the highest Hard Rock 1 scores as well.
It's number 4. I'm gonna spoil that much.
That map was pretty hard.
yeah, that map ended up. It had a pretty high low floor, like score floor, but a really low ceiling. There's a lot of scores around 400, 500k. But yeah, 19th. One people were somewhat expecting, but also hoping they'll be better. We got China. Once again, an improvement from last year. Also as a team, improvement from last year. Like just adding Crystal. Like that Crystal upgrade was insane for them. Crystal is, I believe, the highest P score ranking that did not qualify.
Yeah, I was looking
And
at
yeah.
that earlier as well.
Nomad 1, Nomad 2, Nomad 4, Hidden 1, Hidden 2, Hard Rock 1, all within qualifying range.
Oh,
But
man.
like you said earlier, starting from Norway, all the scores now are really close.
I mean,
Like,
just look at those
tiny
scores.
differences.
Look at those team
Yeah.
scores.
Yes,
Some of those
team
are pretty good.
Some are really good, some are really bad. Just missing those 2 players for those scores just hurts. And you see that on the DTs especially. Lolol235, David Koo, FCing almost the DT2. Crystal also getting the high score on DT1 on the team with only 600k.
4-man roster not working out for them.
But loads of potential in these players next year if they manage to get a full roster. 18th. We have a roster that was actually rated really highly. I'm looking here.
Oh yeah, really high.
Co-commentator Nevis put
Oh,
the name
man.
in the 8th seed. In the 8th year. But instead they're not
Unfortunately, we're
qualifying,
not seeing them. We have Indonesia.
No.
which is a bit of a surprise. If you look at their placements last year as well. Like getting top 8 after seeding 13th.
And this time they had a full roster as well.
Yeah, just those like Norlane coming in for the DT2, getting a good score. There's 6 on DT2 overall, but like that's the only thing they played. Not being able to cover that much. Hakui Koyori, old player from Indonesia, loads of appearances. I think they took a little bit of a break, and now they're back and a little bit washed up. But yeah, stuff like this happens.
Just goes to show that maybe we underestimated some teams a bit.
Yeah, looking at some of the scores, I think it's more that people underestimated a lot of the teams. And then purely based on names, put teams like Indonesia really high up. And I'm seeing a lot of hype in chat, a lot of anxiousness
This hurts. This
about
hurts.
C17. It always hurts.
It
And-
always hurts. And this time,
It's gonna be
it's gonna
Iberia.
be Iberia.
Oh no, just one away.
Escrupulillo, I think the second after Crystal from the non-qualifying highest P score ranking. And we're going from 6th on DT2 to 5th on DT2. And also that 8th on DT1 and Nomad 2. Just really high scores, but also some pretty low scores.
Nomad 4 and the Hard Rocks hurting this team a bit too much. not
Yeah,
allowing them to
especially
qualify.
that Nomad 4. 25th out of 26 really hurts. And with how close all these scores were, like just that improving probably would have made the cut. Or like the Hardok 2 improving. Or even the Nomad 1.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Iberia not going to be qualifying, but someone in the casting here is very happy about.
I believed in them.
You
They
believe in
did not
them.
believe in themselves even, but I believed in them.
But they made it.
16th,
We have
we're gonna
Greece.
have Greece.
Jack Pax, number 5.
Jackpack's absolutely killing everything out of
Fuyu
this
as
team.
well up to 27th.
And yeah, Fuyu as well. Like these two playing every map, getting 5th and 27th respectively. They were like way higher as well. There's some teams from the 20 UDC lobbies and the 19 lobby, like that did not do well on the first round. So when I was double checking with the first round scores, like Greece was still like 11th. But unfortunately, a lot of those teams did improve, so Greece did get knocked down. But I believed in them.
Congratulations, Greece. They made it.
Hold up. What happened to DT2?
Yeah.
Hold up.
There might
think
be a
it's-
weakness.
There might be
think
a
we have
one-player
probably-
team for the DT too.
Also, unless something changed, Jackpack's number 3 score is the best score on the map.
Let me double check. It
Currently
is not
cross
the best
checking.
score on the map.
Oh. Unlucky. It was before a certain team did their second run. We'll see them way later. Alright.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh my god,
We
another
have-
one.
Another
We have
one.
another one that a lot of people should have believed in. It is Austria-Hungary.
Yeah, I think we underrated these guys a bit. Making it 15th.
The Empire makes
Leffy
it through.
and Fedora Goose.
And they
20.
did a lot of work.
Ooh.
Yeah, these guys went off.
And other than the Hardok one where 9 and 10 both came in, like just swapping around. And they could have done even better. They just barely missed out on having one more player on the roster to cover just a little bit more. Hopefully that's hidden and the DT. But yeah, really good performance.
Was this the only 4-man roster that made it?
I
It
believe
might
think
have
so.
been actually.
I believe this is the only like non.
There's a 5-man still.
It is
Oh
a
wait, yeah, there's a
5-man, but
5-man.
There's a 5-man still.
True. What was I gonna say? I think this is also the first time that Austria has competed in every
At least most.
most 3WCs, and I think this is the first time they're qualifying. Unless they qualified in 2018 or 2019, the one that I didn't host. The very first one. But yeah, 15th. Really exciting shit. And moving on to 14th.
Oh yeah, you before mentioned that some of these scores are pretty close, but honestly, between like 20th and 9th, they're actually really close.
Yeah, it was
The scores.
all the way from 4th to 20th was my range earlier. But yeah, like especially these scores are really close. And then
Anyway, at 14 we
14.
have
We have
France.
France,
Same seed as
another team
last
that
year.
had same seed as last year, like pretty much same placement then as well, like 14th, 14th, and the 13th, 16th. That's all just around that ballpark. A lot of people
Subaru-
were doubting, I think.
Yeah, Subaru
Subaru-
Arima was talking about this being a France rebuild, and they're showing that they can still perform even with a rebuild. They're gonna qualify as the same seed as last time, when we thought that last year they had a better roster as well.
Lots of inconsistency though. They have some really high scores, but they also have really low scores, like the known one and the hidden one.
And another one hit him on
DT as
DT2. DT2 was a bit on the easier side. So, like, do you see the NFC and a 700k? Just the third player not being able to get a decent score. And also Satsuki not playing. So
Maybe they have
could
even
be
more potential.
better. Loads of potential coming. Very tough matchup though, as they are on the lower end still. They're gonna have to go against the 3rd seed in the first round. But after that, we'll see a surprise maybe in that match against the 3rd seed, or we'll see them absolutely curb stomp the losers bracket. And now, I feel like I'm repeating this every time we go to the next seed. Like another seed that had some doubts, but they did manage to qualify. Seed 13 will be Canada. Loads of new players. 3rd on Hidden too.
That's the first top 3 that we have on the map.
No, we had the
Oh,
we had Taiwan, DT2.
The
Taiwan,
first from the
DT2, Taiwan,
qualifying
DT2.
teams.
Okay, yeah, the first one, the qualifying teams. A bit better overall, and then just those 2 really high highs, like 5th on Nomad 4 and 3rd on Hidden 2. And then everything else just making up the average down to 13th. They got 11th last year with the more classic roster, like a more known Canadian roster, more known names. So 13th, not too bad. Anything else to say?
No, they got some, like you mentioned, that Nomad 4 and Hidden 2, they got some gimmick that they can maybe look to pick into in the first round.
Oh yeah, oh very much indeed. And pick up on this 14th overall.
Oh yeah.
Other than the Nomad 3, extremely high average. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And now for 12th seed, the last remaining incomplete on paper roster with 5 players. We're gonna have Romania.
The first time that they've managed to make a team.
Yeah, first time they've actually played or signed up at all to 3WC, I think.
This is actually the first time.
Yeah, they've always had all these players in range, but just never bothered.
This time they show up.
This time they showed up
Origin with
and-
the number 16.
Yeah, Origin, 16th overall playing every map. And then Bado injured, I believe, still. But coming in for that Hidden 2, getting a clutch score. Nano yet did, I believe, not like the map pool that much. Played the Hidden 1 in the first turn and then dipped. But that was also their best Hidden 1 score as a team, so he gets to show up on the sheet.
Dude, who's going up against these guys? Like Siege 6 or something? Seed
This will be
5?
seed 5.
Seed
Seed
5.
5.
Oh man, that's
Which-
gonna be a match.
I believe will be a really good matchup.
That's gonna be a match.
Early stage. Daniel played other maps, but he got 150k on all of them. Unlucky NAT life. Seed 11. This one is a shocker, I believe.
It might
A
just
lot of
be.
people rating them really highly. It's not just Nev being a little delusional with Indonesia. It's pretty much everyone putting them A tier. We got the Russian Federation.
Quite a downgrade from last year. But look at that
No.
DE nuke number 4.
It's
Looking at these players,
don't
it is
think-
so surprising, to me at least.
in theory, this should not be a downgrade. And then you have Desuke
Yeah.
getting 4th overall. Just weird. Just didn't play well. Not a good day, qualifiers.
Somehow Desuke, no help.
Like I'm expecting these guys, they're gonna be a bomba in the matchups. Just
I know
no
it's the same
surprise lower
case
seed.
as with France. They have a lot of high highs and then the low lows.
8th, 4th, 8th, 6th. But then still reaching a couple scores into the lower, the non-qualified. Below 16th. But yeah, it's still like... Could just be having a bad day on qualifier day. The nuke, that's Desuke. But yeah, could be
On paper,
bomb.
still a really good team.
Yeah, still a really good team on paper. Still could perform and surprise everyone. Live up to the expectations from predictions. And I'm gonna let you guys take over for seed 10. I'm gonna take it
10
over
we
either.
have Finland. Go off, now.
Dude, I put this team barely qualifying, but they had a crazy second run. I was watching them play. They really improved like all their scores. And they're making it as seed 10. As always, no real surprise there. Amasetic, highest performing, and Allard actually showing up on a couple maps. Really boosting on that second run.
They really improved on the second run. They're about matching Norway on the first one, but they improved almost every map on the second run.
Yeah, no real like... Other than that hidden 2, number 5, and number 7 on Nomad 3, and actually DT2 as well. But other than that, it's like kind of mid-placings. Mid-seeded placings in maps. From the qualifying teams.
Yeah, overall pretty much average. Like, all around the same ranking. Not anything that's like outstandingly low. Like that, you see that DT won at 20th, but then DT2 is 7th, so you can't really say that they're really bad at DT. And Nomad 4, I'm pretty sure it's just unlucky. Was it Alert that FC'd it like as he was getting the invite to the lobby?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
like
no,
FC'd
yeah,
Nomad
FC
for
before the
just
lobby.
before. Just before.
Yeah, like in the video, you literally see, like, you see him go to the score screen, and there's the lobby invite.
Enough
Yeah.
about number 10.
For number 10, going to number 9. We have. Is this the last merge? It might be
This
the
is
last.
the last
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
it
highest
will
placing
be-
merge.
We have Oceania.
Oceania, Australia have been in a little bit of a slump recently in 3WC.
Big
Last year
improvement though
they-
from the last year's 17.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, last year 17th, barely not making the cut. When they were once again Oceania, like that was their first time as Oceania, and this time they're running it back. They got Paller, Sayo, Ozzy. Was Ozzy? No, I don't think Ozzy was OWC, but Sayo, Paller, OWC, Emilbus, very solid player. Revax, also known as Xavier now, in like I have not heard of that guy, and he is the second best player, so props to him. Abusian coming back out of retirement.
Yeah, we
Pretty
predicted this.
solid.
We predicted this team to be the best out of the merges, and so far, they proved that.
Yeah, they seem to be the best out of the mergers in the predictions, but still like a little doubts. Shiba had him in the C tier, but overall they are placed exactly where predicted, pretty much. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Number
Good.
8.
Good job.
Number 8, and the first matchup
Maybe
that we're gonna be seeing going against
Oh yeah, Oceania. Going
Yeah,
up
no.
against.
Number 8 we have the UK.
It might be a bit surprising to some looking at the names. And they also gave us a bit of a scare in general.
Almost missing their lobby actually.
Almost not playing.
Yeah, these guys are like UK, another one of those countries that's been in a mega slump in OWC. But they're getting everyone together. They got the gang up. I think half of them played from Milan again, like in OWC. And they seeded 8, so with a top 2 and a top 3 placement. So they're definitely a team to look out for in the bracket stage.
Number
When
15,
they're-
easy champ.
Oh yeah, 15th overall, easy champ. Scats are also 36. I think there's also the first full roster, everyone top 100. Like I think we saw full top 100 roster earlier, just not a full team, so that doesn't really count. That's not 6 players. But yeah, pretty good performance. And honestly, could have even been better, considering the land circumstances.
So yeah, if anything, this team has potential
So
compared
much
to that
potential.
seed.
So much potential. 2 people even put them in S tier, like top 2 contention.
There is a chance.
Yeah, there is a chance.
Going up
Now,
against
number-
Finland first round though, seed number 7.
We have the Philippines.
Philippines. Losing Henry is not phasing them at all.
Yeah, just look at
Only
the absolute
one-
force.
Yeah, it's only one qualifier placement lost. And just Nathan Ram, and I remember people during OWC were saying not to sleep on the Karosi. I don't remember how they performed in OWC, but right now they are showing up. They are mega showing up.
Yeah, those
And
two
then
have some
everyone else
work.
just-
They did some
Yeah,
work.
they're playing almost every map, and then the rest of the team just filling in. This is pretty good. Pretty good performance. Third on the DT2, fourth on the normal 3, fourth on the DT1. Still, that mega lacking weakness on hidden though. Now that they're missing Henry.
Yeah, you can
Give it
always
a lead.
ban it out.
You can always ban it.
Alright, and now the Russian Federation, the little bomb that has been put into the bracket. They'll be going against seed 6, which will be Brazil. A little bit of an in-between, like similar as France, doing a bit of reworking, but you still got Korean Maluko, still got Nissan, and both of them are still in form and carrying the team. And then Easy Schwick, Vetoed and Vitor Skull coming in and playing a couple maps, showing up a little bit.
Yeah, but that
Nope.
trio doing a major job
Oh yeah.
for this team, making it Siege 6. And playing against the Russian Federation, we'll see how can this trio continue? Because if you think about that Russian team, that's a crazy team to go up against early round.
Yeah, this will be a very exciting matchup. As will the next one. Seed 5
Going against Romania.
go against Romania. It's
Dude.
gonna be chilly.
I was unfamiliar
Huge
with your game.
improvement from last year.
I think a lot of people were underestimating this team very much, purely from losing Santan. But here they are. Nekore 12th, Alfield 23rd, Fefe 44th, Yukari 50th.
Some really good map placements.
Such a solid performance. Only missing that DT a little bit, which could also just be a little nerves on the day. And just the fact that so many people can play DT, that in the lower, now with an easier pool, they're going to be able to contest it at the end. Just such a solid all-rounder team.
Yeah, like you only really look at that hidden 2, you can just ban it out. Other than that, like
Yeah,
you
can
have
also
a lot
just-
of options.
you can also just blame that on the hidden 2 being really hard
That-
for
that too.
non-hidden 2 players. There are some really solid scores on the hidden 2, but it is one of those maps that's really hard if you don't actually play. And yeah, Unha also like really low for what they could be getting, and with an easier pool, they can perform so much better. So this would be a very interesting match. Romania also being like in a similar boat. I can see them performing way better.
A very stacked early matchup.
Hell yeah. And now we're getting into other expected stumps. Pretty high seed differences. Seed 13, Canada, will be going against the next seed, seed 4, which is Poland.
That's two
Pretty-
number ones. The first number ones that we've
those
seen.
are, I believe those are the first number ones,
They are
and
the first.
that is, I think, one of the rare like occurrences of not seeing a random number 1 somewhere in the lower half of the qualified teams. Like we did see the number 2 on Taiwan. On the
That was like the
DD2.
only outlier.
And that's it. Everything else is pretty solid, pretty sitting like around where it should be. But that's the thing with Poland, from what I'm seeing now in the scores. They have those two really good scores, but then compared to Chile, which had some really good overall scores, like pretty much the entire pool was around 5th, 7th. Like these guys just have those two number 1s, and then everything else is going into the bottom half of the qualified, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and then the 18th on the number 2. But yeah, Bartek 7th, Masters 22nd. This is a pretty solid roster overall.
Probably also worth noting that they played very early in the week to avoid having to play at the LAN.
Yeah, they didn't
Which
play
may
at
have-
LAN.
may
That's
have
right.
Oh yeah,
affected something.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
didn't
that
have
LAN
as
doesn't-
much time to practice as I don't know if they would like to practice, but
yeah, still
maybe-
managed to get all 6 players to play during a weekday, which is pretty,
Seed 4.
pretty amazing. And yeah, with not much practice, Bartek getting 7th, Old Man still got it, same as Masters. And yeah, they'll be going against Canada, going against a team full of youngsters in the round of 16. And then
Going
this
against
is-
France.
France, they seed 14th will be going against seed 3, which will be Germany.
Look at these stats. There's like 3 players playing almost every map and they get seed 3.
That is just insane.
That is
That is
insanity.
insane.
That is insane. Flay not playing, really big hit, and then getting 3rd still. Like, you see the obvious weaknesses from Flay missing. Normal 3, DT2, Hidden 2, probably. I don't think Flay actually plays the Hidden 2, but how many German people do play Hidden 2? And yeah, Kriller 3rd overall, as well as their new captain, Tim Kackner, 11th overall. And yeah, Germany historically been pretty decent. I think last 2 years though, not too hot, but it seems they're making a comeback.
I'm really excited to see what they can do.
And yeah, they'll be going against France in the round of 16. Interesting matchup. Most likely a win for Germany. Everything points to them winning, but maybe the newbies on the rookies on France will be awesome and pull up a good performance. And I'm seeing it in chat. I'm seeing the Yap cost going up. Seed number 2 going against Austria-Hungary. It will be the United States of America.
And that's a lot of top 2s.
There's a couple
is-
2s.
A lot of top 2s.
They also
get in
didn't
here
have,
that-
didn't have one guy playing.
Yeah, missing Caleb, glasses broke, unlucky. And yeah, that Tequila number 3, that's what stole the Greek number 1. And that was in the second round, also got them their number 1 score on the number 3. Yeah, DT1 also insane. Flamesteer on that run had really high, I think 7 100s, and then in the second run 5 100s. Unfortunately, both were chokes, but I think that is the highest AC on the DT1.
Do I still have
Look
the
Yeah,
sheet for
this-
checking that? I do. Let's see.
Look at the consistency on those number 2s though. Seed 2, last year
Yeah.
2, placement 2, Taquido number 2, and then a couple 2s.
Oh hell yeah, so many twos.
So many 2s
So
and
many
2 number 1s as well. They're really going hard with the number 2 here.
Oh yeah, but Boshi's DC score is missing on Hard Rock 1. Yeah, Boshiman played Hard Rock 1, and that's the rest of the team score that you see on the bottom, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Hidden
missing from
2.
this.
Yeah, Hidden 2, not as hot. DT2, easy map. My bad team. And of course, the only team that remains.
We'll call it B.
Gonna have to go against against Greece.
Good luck, Greece.
Our seed 1 out of qualifiers is gonna be South Korea.
What can you
Not
say?
as dominant. Not as dominant
I mean-
as they usually are. But who cares that you don't have Forum? Who cares that you don't have Faker?
You got
You got
Fragrance
the-
of Page.
We got Fragrance of Page. We got Allegrismo. We got Amamiya Kokoro. That's such a solid 3-man. All of them in the top 10. And yeah, Fragrance playing all maps. I was saying this like 2 years ago when Fragrance first showed up. Where's this Forum 2? Where's the new Forum? Played all maps. Lowest score, number 2, 600k. Then Harder 2, 750k. And then everything else is almost NFC, if not NFC.
Allegrissimo and Amamiya Kokoro helping out Fragrance there, number 6 and number 8. So that trio is gonna be really scary, especially in late round on the maps where they are number 1 in those qualifying maps.
Yeah, this is a very scary roster. Beatable.
Left to be seen.
Dare I say beatable,
Left to be
but
seen.
very scary. And we might be seeing Korea still dominate the 3-digit World Cup. They were the first ones to get a second victory in the tourney. They were the first ones to get back-to-back victories in the tourney, totaling at 3 now. And they're looking to keep the streak going with its qualifiers performance. But in order to win the tournament, you're gonna have to go through the entire bracket stage as well. Qualifiers is not everything. And that was it for the qualifier results. We're gonna be getting into the showcase for the round of 16 real soon.
In fact, how soon?
How soon?
Let's say 5 minutes. We have a slight
5-minute break? Can enjoy some Ring a Ring from Shibayan Records.